If there was any doubt about the enduring appeal of Phil Collins, it vanished a few days ago when 5 shows at the Royal Albert Hall in London sold out in 15 seconds flat. He was one of the most prolific and popular stars of the 80s, but at the peak of his fame, he stepped away from public view. A marriage breakup drove him to alcoholism and it almost killed him. But as Denham Hitchcock discovers, against all odds, Phil Collins is back.
If you don't remember this song, this face, you don't remember the 1980s.
I can feel it coming in the air tonight.
For 2 decades, Phil Collins was everywhere. There wasn't a radio station that wasn't playing his songs. Award shows, movies, TV. Then suddenly, he was gone. Well, guess what? He's back.
Mr. Collins, how are you?
Oh, I'm adequate.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
A little older than you might remember, not quite as nimble,
Forgive the stick.
but he's here to set the record straight
That was the best bit.
on a turbulent career and an even more explosive private life.
Retirement is a word. I've been thinking about this. You know, I could be retired, but I could still do this. And I could still do that.
So what you're saying is you're terrible at retirement.
I'm terrible at retirement. I've changed my mind. I'm not retired a bit.
Do you miss that? Do you miss the live audience, the roar of the crowd?
I don't so much miss it, but when you have it, you think, oh, that's nice. When you go on stage and people stand up and they say, thank you for coming back, I love you, you know, that's a lovely feeling.
So lovely that retirement is officially over. Next year, there's a world tour. The drummer turned lead singer isn't done.
So this is where it all began.
Yeah. I mean, it became with a lot cheaper and a lot smaller than this.
I tried to get a 4-piece Stratford in white pearl from Albert's.
Albert's doesn't exist, does it?
No, Albert's is not there, so my plan went down the tubes.
My first drum kit. It's things like that you wish you'd kept.
Can you still play?
If it means, am I going to play now? No. No, but you know, a lot of what I do comes from the fingers, you know? And this hand, the nerves here, I had an operation here, here. They thought it was my neck, so I had an operation there just to be sure. But, yeah, I don't have the finesse.
Years of touring, decades on the drums caused nerve and spinal damage, and he is still recovering.
You still tinker every now and again.
I don't tinker as much. Do you play?
I don't know.
Yeah.
But when I watch you play, I wish I did.
Someone else was also watching. On the upcoming tour, there's a new drummer, his son, Nick.
Having your son playing the drums behind you at the age of 15,
He's 15 now, yeah.
it's pretty special.
Yeah, he can play like me. I mean, his big heroes are John Bonham, Chad Smith, and me. And I'll have that.
For as long as Phil can remember, he had his heart set on playing drums.
There was never any doubt. Just wanted to be a drummer, and I have no idea why.
At 19, he joined Genesis, just as the band was taking off.
We believed that at that point we were getting to the point where we could do anything we wanted to do.
Then, in 1975, singer Peter Gabriel left the band. They held auditions for months until finally, with time running out, the drummer had a go. Phil Collins was a surprise hit.
Is it fair to say that you had an unlikely appearance for a rock star?
Of course. There has to be some reason why people have identified with what I've done over the years. I think it's because I look like them. I write direct lyrics. You know, you don't have to go looking for what I'm talking about.
The relationships you've had over your lifetime,
I was hoping you weren't going to mention it.
how would you sum it up?
Listen, I've been married 3 times. I'm not proud of it. When I went down the aisle for the first time, I fully hoped and expected that I would be, you know, with that person for forever.
That person was Andrea. Their rocky relationship and eventual breakup would lead Phil to write his first solo album, Face Value. It was raw, it was painful, it was personal, and it was a massive success. Phil Collins has been married 3 times, divorced 3 times. There are 5 children, so there's been custody disputes and settlements that have cost him an astounding $75 million.
Your money, your fame, your fortune, has it been due to you writing about your marriage breakdowns?
What it's been due to is me writing about what's happening in my life. I wouldn't say that I've capitalized on my misery. You know, I don't think that at all. I mean, I've just written what's been on my mind.
How can I just let you walk away? Just let you leave without a trace.
During your second marriage with Jill, you write about cheating on her, and you explain it by saying that you were following your heart. Is it that, or were you just being a bit of a bastard?
Well, I was following my heart, but it turned out that I was being a bit of a bastard, yeah.
Someone told me once that a man is only as faithful as his options.
Well, if you're a musician, you get plenty of options, I guess.
The Oscar goes to Phil Collins for your
His personal life may have been complicated, but his career was unstoppable.
And the winner is Phil Collins.
An Oscar, 2 Golden Globes, 7 Grammys. And then there were the TV shows and movies.
You must take me for a right wanker, son.
For much of the 80s and 90s, Phil Collins was everywhere. But the pressures of fame and the strain of a 3rd divorce eventually became too much. In 2008, he quit the music industry and turned to alcohol. It nearly killed him.
How bad did it get? Well, if you cut to the end, I was in intensive care, strapped in, kind of. Cables coming out of my neck. The doctor said to my girlfriend at the time, Dana, is Mr. Collins' will in order, you know? And that's when I finally got better, because the guy said I was going to die, you know.
Years of hard work and multiple stints in rehab brought him back to life. Just in time, it turns out, for a comeback that no one saw coming.
Quiet, quiet.
I think you know you've made it when Mike Tyson is singing a song.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson? This is my favorite part coming up right now.
I didn't know about that until my daughter said, "Have you seen that?" And I said, "Seen what?" She said, "You know, Mike Tyson, The Hangover." And she sent me a link for it. Oh, that was fantastic.
Waiting for this moment for all my life. One more time, guys. Oh, Lord. Oh, shit.
Are you happy now?
Yeah. I'm back with my 3rd wife now, which people find strange, but to me, I think is wonderful. We got divorced. You know, yes, I paid her a lot of money, but that's divorce, you know. And we realized it was a mistake, and now we're back together, and everything's great, and I'm with my 2 sons, you know. And that's a lovely story.
If you were to sum up your life in one sentence, what would you say?
Lucky boy.